One of the most challenging things about tennis is that no two shots that you're going to hit are ever going to be exactly the same. That said, there's actually a way to time every single shot that you hit in tennis in a rhythmic and intuitive and ergonomic way. And today I'm going to show you how to do it. Welcome to Dynamic Tennis, and this is the magic of rhythmic counting. Let's jump in. Now, if you watched my previous video, the 3 physics rules that'll change the way that you look at tennis, you'll know that although every single ball that you hit might be traveling at a unique speed, the actual rate of rise and fall is always the same, and it's that of gravity. Therefore, the amount of time that it's going to be in the air, as well as its position off the ground, is very predictable, and I can actually use my own movements in tandem with the bounce of the ball in order to ensure that I make perfect timing at the right spot. There's a different rhythmic way of counting every single one of these spots, and today I'm going to take you through each one of them. If you watched my very first video on the low topspin forehand, I introduced you to the idea of the tip, skip, and whip. As you might realize, that was on the count of 3, and it looks something like this. Tip, skip, whip. If you watched the follow-up video to that, how to hit 3 different shots using one technique, I introduced you to the idea of shots that were hit on the rise and shots that were hit out of the air. That would be 1, 2E, as well as 1, 2. Now, if you watched the previous video, how to hit a high topspin forehand, I introduced you to the idea of hitting the ball at its peak as opposed to its low point, and that looked something like this. 1, 2, and. Now, your swing has its own form of rhythmic counting to it. The amount of time that it takes to take a nice, easygoing swing is about 1 second. 1, 2. If I want to hit a high shot, I'm going to plant on the outside foot, but the timing is about the same. It's 1 and. Now, how do you do this for yourself? Well, the first step is to say 1 when your opponent makes contact with the ball. 1. I want to accompany that with a split step so that I'm engaged as early into the shot as possible. Now, generally, within the first second of the count, I can tell what side of my body the shot's going to be on, as well as its relative height in the air. And so I can decide whether I want to hit the ball on the rise, on the fall, out of the air, up high, and so on. As long as I continue that rhythmic count, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1, 2. I'm able to maintain a sense of rhythm through the entire point without getting too intense, but at the same time, maximizing the speed in which I'm able to react to the shot. The secret here is being able to react quickly without getting overwhelmed by physical tension as you anticipate the shot. One of the easiest ways that you can get out of that habit is simply count out the shot, not based on its position in the court, but based on the contact and the bounce and the float in the air. So that's it, the magic of rhythmic counting. If you haven't seen any of the other videos related to this one, I highly recommend you check them out. In these videos, I'll show you how to use a released, relaxed swing that'll increase your efficiency while also increasing your power, your spin, and your consistency. So if you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know how I'm doing in the comments below. I'd love to know what you think. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.